Welcome, Barstow Community College students, to the Transfer and Career Center tutorial on the UC Transfer Admission Guarantee application, also known as TAG. Step 2, completing the About Me sections. Let's get started. So for this tutorial, you should already be logged into your UCTAP account. If you don't know how to create a UCTAP account, please watch our video, Step 1, Creating a UCTAP account. For this tutorial, we're going to be going through the About Me section. So once you've logged into your UCTAP account, on the left-hand side here, you're going to see this About Me section. So we're going to be going through the personal information, demographic, support program involvement, and account settings. Let's get started by clicking on the Personal Information tab. Once you've clicked there, it should mostly be filled out for you from when you created your account, but you definitely want to verify that the information is correct. So it's going to show your first name, middle name, last name, and suffix. Make any corrections if needed. In addition, you're going to want to list a preferred first name, which is optional. So if your name is Robert and you go by Bobby, that's something that you could list there. In addition, any other previous names that may be on record. So if during your school you changed your name at a point in time and you have different names on different school records, you definitely want to indicate any other name that can be found. You're also going to confirm that your date of birth is correct. As you scroll down further on the page, you're also going to verify that your current mailing address is correct, your email, your primary telephone number, your secondary telephone number, and your student ID. So you're going to want to input your Barstow Community College student ID number, also known as your B number, and then you're going to hit the Save button. Now that you hit that Save button, we're going to continue on to the demographic information section. Once you click on the demographic information section, the first things that you're going to answer is what language did you learn to speak first? From that drop-down menu, you're going to have multiple options to select from. Select the one that best fits your situation. Also, you're going to select your U.S. military service status. So when you enroll at the University of California, are you going to be on active duty, a reservist, a National Guard member, discharged veteran no longer serving on active duty or in the Reserve or National Guard, or none of the above? Also, you're going to want to check this box if you've ever been in foster care. So if you've ever been in a foster home, group home, or placed with a relative by the court, you'll definitely check that box. As you scroll down on the page, you're going to start answering questions about the highest level of formal education for your father/parent 1/guardian. So there'll be, again, a drop-down menu for you to select your best option from. You're going to do the same for mother, parent number 2, our guardian. Also, you're going to answer this question, which is, can a parent/legal guardian claim you as a dependent on his or her income tax return? So if you're unsure, definitely get with your parent or legal guardian, and on their taxes is a section that lists their dependents. If you're listed there, for 2020, you'll check yes or no, or for 2019, again, you'll check yes or no for this question. Then you're going to answer the question on how many people are in your family. If you're an independent student, then you know that's just you and any children or spouses that you may have. If you are a dependent student, this means those are how many people are in your family is going to include your parents and any others living in the household. You're going to answer this question for the year 2020 as well as the year 2019. Also, is your family headed by a single parent? So this is again a yes or no question for 2020 and 2019. Then, what is your household gross income? So this can also be found on your taxes if you're an independent student, or on your parents' taxes if you're a dependent student. So you're going to want to list that for 2020 and 2019. The next questions as you scroll down are going to be, how do you describe yourself? Select one answer. Female, male, trans female/trans woman, trans male/trans man, gender queer/gender non-conforming, or different identity. Then you're going to answer the question, what sex were you assigned at birth, such as on an original birth certificate, either male or female. Then, do you consider yourself Hispanic or Latino? This includes persons of Cuban, Mexican, Puerto Rican, South or Central American, or other Spanish cultures or origin. This is again a yes or no prompt. Then you're going to select which of the following groups best describes your racial background. African American or Black, American Indian or Alaskan Native, Asian, Pacific Islander or Native Hawaiian, or white. As you continue down the page, you're going to answer more questions about ethnicity. So to help the UCs to better understand the diverse racial and ethnic backgrounds of their students, you're going to want to select the group that best describes your background, and you can check as many categories as applicable. So from the options, you can check as many boxes as you feel are applicable to you. As you get further down the page, there's going to be 3 more questions for you, and it's just asking if you're interested in resources for student parents or students with dependents, yes or no, AB 540 or undocumented students, yes or no, and LGBT students, yes or no. From there, you're going to hit the Save button. Now that you've hit that Save button, we're going to continue on to the next section, which is Support Program Involvement. After you click there, it's going to ask you to tell them about any support programs that you have or are currently participating in, or those that you have an interest in participating in. So maybe you're interested in attending UC Berkeley, UCLA, UC Santa Cruz. All of the UCs tend to have some sort of program. So as you look through these options, definitely check off any programs that you're interested in getting more information on. There are several. So look through UC Berkeley, UC Davis, UC Irvine, UCLA, UC Merced, UC Riverside, UC San Diego, UC Santa Barbara, UC Santa Cruz. Down towards the bottom of the page is going to be the additional support programs. At Barstow Community College, the programs most common for our campus are going to be the EOPS program, CalWORKS, the California College Promise Grant, also known formally as the BOG waiver, and then there's this other support programs box. So if you're participating in BRASS, Rebound, STEP, the Yes/Vets program, etc., you can definitely check this box. Then you're going to simply hit the Save button. After you hit that Save button, we're now going to continue on to the account settings. This is going to be a quick one. So if you need to update any of your information, this is where you're going to do it at. So if you want to change your login ID or update your password, you can do that here. Or if you want to change your security question. So you can insert your prompts here and simply hit the Save button. This concludes our tutorial on Step 2, completing the About Me section of the UC tab. Join us for Step 3, My Academic History. If you need assistance, please feel free to reach out to the Transfer and Career Center by emailing us at transfer@barstow.edu.